There's chemistry occurring all the time in our daily lives. Even if we don't realize it, there are chemical reactions happening all around us. One that we're inevitably going to be exposed to would be the effect that the sun rays have on our skin. So what is the chemical reason why our skin becomes darker, or we get suntanned, or we get sunburned? Now, our skin pigment composition is made up of cells called melanocytes. These cells contain a compound called melanin. This compound is a defense mechanism the body uses to reflect UV lights, so it's basically our natural sunblock, or it absorbs UV lights. And this absorption of the UV ray will cause the electrons to become very excited. And one electron will be released and become a radical, which is a very reactive electron in the compound. Now this will react with oxygen or water and will create either new oxygen bonds, or the molecule is going to lose hydrogen bonds. And this will create the melanin molecule to be oxidized, cause the melanin molecule to be oxidized, therefore causing a darker pigmentation. Now exactly where the molecule gets oxidized, it's still not known, but we know that it gets oxidized and the pigment gets darker. There can also be DNA damage if too much UV radiation is absorbed. So our DNA is made out of nucleotide bases called adenine, guanine, cytosine, and thymine. When a UV photon hits the two thymines together in the DNA, it will cause them to create a double bond, therefore creating what is called a thymine dimer. And this will cause one of the strands of the DNA to become deformed. Therefore, it modifies the DNA helix. So now the cell can no longer replicate DNA, or it can't create the proteins that it needs to survive. So the cell undergoes apoptosis. This will cause more blood to be sent to the area, therefore making your skin become red and hot to the touch, and your body will also send more melanin to the area, which will also increase your pigmentation. Now, if a cell doesn't undergo apoptosis, it will continue dividing even if it's mutated. Now, when mutated cells continue dividing, it will cause a tumor. So when these mutated cells are dividing, this is what causes the skin cancers or melanomas.